YouTube Joseph WM podcast. Maybe we get into it. So begin. So today, Happy New Year, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about what would happen. We're going to be talking about what would happen if, what would you do if you're the last human on Earth, and what if you were the last human on Earth. So here's my friend Dylan with me. It's just me and him today. The rest couldn't join. This is a follow up. This is following along from the previous podcast. With David and Gerard. Um,
There's in the world.
um, um, Dave, David and with David and Gerard, previous podcast we talked about what happened to Earth if humans disappeared. So let's begin. That's the moment everyone disappears. Probably wouldn't notice probably anything. In fact, you might not ever notice um will eventually after a few hours or days then and then a car and then cars would come crashing into each other, vehicles on the on the roads. And eventually, after the first thing that will start to affect you is within a day or two. The power and electricity would shut down, and within a week, there'll be no there'll be no more running water. And then also, you should use this time to um, to gather as much food, water, and other supplies from stores and sorry, just to know that it's my mom talking. And then there'll be and you would have to get survival books. There will be millions of survival books available to you in libraries and bookstores, even though there will be no one to show you where they are. And then also with food, you would have to with food you would have to canned food or um um well, canned food could last for decades. And the only foods that have an unlimited shelf life are rice, powdered milk, and honey. Yeah. Then also fruit cakes and freeze dried food.
You just said I'm the last
What?
human, not. You say human or animal overall?
What?
You say last human or animal?
Last human. Anyway, so also you'll say also then you'd have to learn how to hunt, and you'd have to get a gun and learn how to hunt. It would be hard, but it will have to be done. You also uh, can't get injured because you'll die. There'll be no one to take care of you. And then also you need to bathe. The only way to bathe would be in rivers and lakes. And then um and then also you would over the following over the fo- and then should also redomesticate groups of escaped groups of escaped dogs and cats and other domestic animals, and you could set up a farm, live there for the rest of your life. Um and then um also um what was I gonna say? Um the you could
No.
you probably only live to like 60 because of about modern medicine and health care and all that to your 60s. I mean, you only live
No.
what?
Meow.
What's that?
Meow.
Why are you making noises?
Those are the pussies and the bitch.
Stop! No cursing.
The pussycats.
No cursing on my podcast. Don't do it again. You won't.
Pussycats. Cats.
I it's. I'll let that. So you won't do that. YouTube, please don't make this video and flag it as inappropriate for young. Oh, I'll take your card. So that was
Mm.
not. Um, and you won't curse again. You promise on the podcast.
Promise.
And then also
Mhm.
this is a family friendly show.
I
Anyway,
cast you a curse.
what?
I cast a curse on you. Let's
I
let's go.
don't know what you mean. Anyway, also um, also um, what was I gonna say? Right now, um, I think that also you would have to move away from cities, because I forgot to mention they'll become unsafe due to no maintenance within as little as 10 to 30 years. And then also you would have to take out gas. You'd have to use gas, take it out of a car, of abandoned cars to get around and put in your car manually with a tank or with a pump. Uh, and then um all right, now the second part. I know this podcast is probably going to be shorter than the usual. And then first of all, I wouldn't be able to survive as the last human on Earth without medicine, without anyone prescribing my medicine. And then
You
also
know me. I gotta have my pill and a visa.
what what would you do if you were the last human on Earth, Dylan?
Well, for one thing, I at least I'd have my consciousness to bother me.
What did you say?
At least my consciousness cares to bother me.
What would you do if you were the last human on Earth? Could you survive as the last human on Earth?
I survive because I eat. Mm, mm. I He has no manners. Hmm.
Anyway, you could you survive as the last human on Earth?
What do you think, B?
What?
What do you think? I mean, I got. Mm, mm,
I don't know.
I,
I guess
I
not.
survive alone. I I just say y'all y'all didn't. Whoever didn't, I pity because you was fool. I pity the fool who doesn't survive.
I guess
Mister
you.
D definitely survived. Mm.
I did. This podcast is not for rambling like we do it.
I would survive. What do you? I believe it religiously because I'm a religious pimp.
What would you do if you were the last human?
Um, I would get a bunch of. No, I really would. I don't really. Oh, what's the matter? Big deal. Whoopsies. No more humans. Just me. Um, I would do what all the white girls doing. I'd hang out with the
Stop! No,
dogs and,
no, no! Don't go
and
there.
have the animals. I'd have all the animals to protect. I work with the animals. I mean, I'd literally be like, I pimp them.
Ah!
I would be their leader. I would alpha them.
Okay, enough. Anyway, that's everything I want to talk about. I know this
I
one was
literally would try to communicate with animals and basically under you know try understand and lead with them.
okay. I know this podcast was shorter than the rest of them. I
I mean, the apex are definitely the ones you want to. If you have control over them, then you're winning.
Let's let's all right, I'm going to end the podcast here. But before you go, let me exit the let me stop the record video. Stop the recording. All right, thank you for watching, everyone.
Rucka in the kids section, you know that, right?
What?
His Rucka and Friends Barney parody.
Stop.
It's in the kids section, and he talks about. He says a lot of stuff.
That's not what we're here for. Anyway,
No, but I mean, you could. No, don't worry.
you could call text me this and I'll call me later.
Boom.
Tell me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure. Sorry, shorter than the last than the usual. I mean, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more podcasts and other content.
Yeah, awesome.
I'll
Well,
see you in the
bye.
next video. Goodbye.